How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Silica video. In today's video, we have got ourselves a patch 0.7.36, which is adding the two final alien air units, plus some changes to the free camera in spectator mode, and also some other changes there as well around tech for humans, as well as like damage slowdown and basic alien AI. So, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button. We're going to be going live on Sunday with Silica Sundays at 7 PM UK time. You can join in for some PvP action. We're going to be doing some trading in as well in a real-time economy scenario for commanders for the air units on both alien and human. So you guys get to have a little play around with that in like a strategy scenario before it gets released into strategy. So we're going to go over the full changelog and we're going to get into the game and show you how things are working in game as well. So let's get into it. So added alien air units, Firebug and Defiler. Controller support for all units in free fly camera enabled in the options. Depth of field for free fly camera as well. Left mouse button to focus on the middle of the screen position. Free fly camera movement smoothing, setup and options as well. So there's a few more options there for the free fly camera. By the way, guys, to get into the camera mode itself, you have to activate cheats. Then you press the F key. That'll take you up into the free fly. Oh my god, it is such a tongue twister. Free fly camera mode. There we go, got it there in the end. Added basic alien AI, which we've kind of seen an adaptation of it as time has gone on. The alien AI for the air units have been added in at basic level now, so they will be able to fly and attack things. Aliens are no longer slowed by damage, with the exception of Prospector mode, so you kind of see it quite a lot in the aliens. If you were to shoot them, they do slow down a little bit. That is no longer the case, unless you're in Prospector. Rockets of the fighter aircraft are now small and guided. So in the previous iteration of the fighter, there was a big guided missile. They're very powerful, pretty much the best aircraft in the game. That has now been changed to a smaller and unguided one. Gunship rockets are now smaller for anti-ground use. I've used it a little bit. It is not as good as the previous gunship rockets. I don't know if that will remain the same, but we'll see as time goes on and balancing becomes a thing with DRAM after the air units are released. Heavy armored cars now built via the light vehicle factory. That's pretty big. That means now the light vehicle factory can produce the bigger armored car. It used to be in the heavy factory, so it's quite big. The Heavy Quad is now built at Tech 0, so this is absolutely huge. Heavy Quad kind of was never built. I mean, you'd see one or two every now and then. Just because you went from Light Quad up into tanks. So now we can see the Heavy Quad at Tech 0, which means you get the nicer quad, the bigger quad, at Tech 0, which is pretty cool. The Light Armored Car is now built at Tech 1. So the Light Armored Car, which is pretty good at anti-infantry, has an autocannon. Is now built at Tech 1, so it'll be readily available a lot quicker. Improved rocket truck trails. I actually really like this change. I've played with the rocket truck itself quite often, and seeing these trails gives it more of a immersive effect, and we'll see that in a second. Fixed dragonfly shooting downwards and flying forward. Colossus Eye flash lagged behind when it was shooting, which is now being fixed also, so the eye should now be caught up with when the Colossus actually fires its projectile. Aircraft particle FX could flicker at lower FPS. So we see it quite a lot actually. You've seen it quite a lot on my live streams. You've seen it when I've been playing as well. If you've got low FPS due to being like late game, a lot of units, and a lot of air or a lot of buildings on the map, and you're boosting along, the aircraft jets would flicker. That has now been fixed, which is pretty cool. Soldier AI agent creating a new array of Vector 3 move per order, causing unnecessary allocations. So I'm not entirely sure what this means. I would assume it's when you are moving a unit and it would just like move around quite a lot and just try and find different arrays to like move around as well. It could actually just be down to the AI. Like I said, I don't really know about this one. I'd have to kind of like elaborate it with DRAM quite often. We'll see what that means for in the future. I'll try and update the description below to what that means. But I've got a feeling it's either to do with AI or actually doing the move orders themselves. Spawned soldiers not falling by default. So if this is just mainly for the cheat menu. So if you spawned in a bunch of soldiers, Sometimes you actually see it at the very start of a game as well. Like if you start the human commander, you try to move the rifleman, you kind of see a few of them are floating in the air. That is now being fixed as well, so the soldiers should fall to the ground, as they should do. Rocket trails disappearing on impact. So I haven't personally noticed this myself, but we'll see. We'll see in game. It might be more noticeable now that the fact it's been fixed. So that is all the changes. Now we're going to jump into the game itself. So we'll jump in now. So straight into Silica. And here we go. So we're going to load a strategy game up. The reason why is because we want to have a look at the tech changes as well. So we will also do that. So just give me a second, guys, whilst we do that. Right, okay. So we're going to jump into Rift Basin for this one. And we're going to jump into strategy. So the AI is activated. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the AIs command, and we're going to just let them play out as per usual. We'll spawn in the alien air units. We won't use them. We'll just show them off quickly. If you want to see what the alien air units are, if you look in my previous video, which is the introduction for Alien Part 1 and Part 2 of the air units, you can actually see the air units being used there. But we're just going to do human v human for this one, because most of the changes are actually with the human units, funny enough. Right, okay, so first of all, I've already got it activated, and you kind of see my camera there doing it. It is a smooth camera instead. So when you move the camera, you can see it kind of doesn't stop straight away. It smooths up. We're going to try and follow the quads as well, so you can kind of see what I mean by this. Right, okay, so you can see the camera's got a bit more of a smoothing follow to it. You did see me actually go underneath the map there, but that's due to the fact that it's moving up and down. As you can see, we are carrying on, and it is very nice and smooth now, so a lot smoother for it. One of the main issues we had with the free fly cam was following infantrymen. Hopefully, it should be less wobbly. Yeah, it is less wobbly. It is a lot less wobbly. It's still a little bit wobbly. That's due to the fact that they've got feet and they're moving. But it's less like jittery. Now, if I change this and no, that's the wrong option. That's actually camera shake. Here we go. Where are we to? Motion. Here we go. So if we take it straight up to 1, as you can see, it is a lot less jittery. The reason why I have it set to half is because if I come out of this now, I find it's just too smooth for me. So I do it to about half, about 50% on the smooth for the camera. It's just to give a bit more of a crispy look around, but not so much that I lose the overall good thing about having a smooth camera now for spectating. So we're going to keep the smooth camera like that at 50%, and it's just a nice go-between for the spectator mode. But it's a very niche spectator to be used. Not everyone's going to use this. It is mainly for things like content creation, competitive matching. If anyone wants to take like some good screenshots, you know, have a look around the maps and stuff. This is what this is going to be mainly used for. Okay, so just going to that as well. If we go back into the options, you can also see controller enabled as well for this. So that is the option there for controller enabled. Right, so our next, have a look. Let's have a look. So we've done all the free camera stuff, which is what we were looking at just then. Added basic alien AI. So what we're going to do is we're going to spawn this out of the way here. We're not going to spawn it next to the human base because they're just going to get shredded. We're going to spawn in some alien air units. We're not going to spawn the... Actually, no, we will spawn the Firebug and the Defiler so you guys can see what these beautiful units are like. So there you go. I will quickly show you what they do. So the Firebug... I'm actually going to die because technically I am on a team. Okay, we're going to take control of the Defiler for now. Well, I'll show you the other one in a moment. So, has a melee attack with tentacles, and it also shoots out these flies which explode on impact. Very good against anti-vehicle and anti-air as well. Not so much anti-infantry, and it can get shredded by infantry quite quickly as well there. As you can see when I was shooting, it's like the cyst pop, leaving what you can see like looks like eggs, and then it refills as well, getting ready for the next load of attacking wasps as well. So the firebug, hopefully I don't die straight away, because the fire technique is enemy, shoots fire, which shoots, oh god, I'm gonna die, which shoots in a group of 3, good against anti-infantry. It has a melee attack as well, but before I die, let's just send him over and get him killed here. There we go. So, yeah, that is the alien air units. Like I said, guys, if you want to see it in my previous video, you're more than welcome to. I will kill off this defiler in a moment, but as you can see, the AI is working also for the alien as well, because they're starting to fire at things. Same with the humans in that regards, but if there's an alien commander, that unit would be moving by now. And that goes for all the air. They do move on command for the alien AI, and that goes for the human AI, the human commanders also. Right. Aliens are no longer slowed by damage with the exception of prospector mode. Tell you what, let's make some target practice for the humans AIs. We're going to spawn in a few cheeky crabs next to these scouts. There you go. So not actually like being slowed when they move. They continue to move and try to go for the attack. And yeah, they're not slowed at all by damage. We'll try it with the bigger unit. We'll try the hunter. Someone not too powerful, even though he's my favourite boy. Too busy playing Ring Around the Rosie with the scouts, but yeah. We'll see it more as time goes on. We're actually in PvP scenarios. We'll see these units, especially myself on Sundays. We'll see how the damage slowdown works as well a bit better, but you kind of get the gist of things there with that one. Okay, so the rockets of the fighter aircraft are now small and guided. So let's bring up the fighter. Let's take control. We can do 2 birds with 1 stone here. As you can see, the FX for the fighter aircraft jets are working as intended. They're no longer flickering, which is cool. And there's the small rocket pods as well for this fighter. I will die to this defiler, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not trying to stay alive, you know. I kind of just want to deal with this defiler so it's no longer on the map. But if I lose the fire, it doesn't matter like that. So there you go, defiler's dead. Right. But yeah, that is that's the fighter. We're going to leave him here for now. The gunship. There you go. Smaller pods again. They were blue, so now they've been changed to represent more of a red pod. There you go. More for concentrating on the ground, like infantry, like lighter vehicles, kind of fulfilling that scout role as an aircraft. Yeah, so a bit of a different role. Not guided. They're unguided rockets, but again, yeah, there you go. So that is the gunship. Right, okay, so now the next one, guys, is where I actually take control of the commander. First of all, I'm going to show you the rocket truck, because I want to show you those chemtrails for the rockets have been changed. So we're going to spawn in a rocket truck now. Oh, I don't even have to show you. There you go. So that is the change. As you can see, there's a lot more smoke now when rockets are being fired off, which is absolutely amazing. It's probably one of my favourite features of this patch. Funny enough, I know it's a little change, but you probably see me use the rocket truck quite often. And yeah, that's like added immersion there. Not so much for visual, but still pretty good change. Pretty good change. We'll leave the truck there for now. Okay, so we are now going to take control of. We'll take control of Soul. Seeing we was playing for Soul anyway. We'll go into Commander. So how is the AI doing? So in typical fashion, we're just waiting for this factory to complete, because this is actually what we're going to be using for our patch notes. So this is actually the building that we want. So we're actually going to give resources to this faction. So I've got money to spend. Would help if I spelled resources correctly. Unit lost. Okay, so the factory's done, so I don't have to worry about... we're going to go Tech 1 whilst we're doing that. As you can see, the quad is at Tech 0. So we can actually start producing the heavy quad straight away. And there it is. It's currently currently being made there. How quick is this going to take to build? 95 seconds. Okay, we can wait 95 seconds. We don't have to put the build mode on. Okay, so the next one, while we wait for that to be done, light armored car built at Tech 1. We'll do that in a second. Dragonfly shooting down, Whirlwind flying forward, and the Colossus Eye lagging behind. Okay, we're pretty much almost done. We're just going to wait for this Tech 1 to be made. Tell you what, just for the sake of the video, there we go, and then we'll turn it off. Right, there we go. So that Tech 1, light armored car is there, which is cool. I do believe the heavy armored car also as a change. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna activate it again because it is at Tech 2. So Tech 2, and then we go back in here, and there's the heavy armored car also. So there it is. Wait, hold on. What's being manufactured? There we go. Let's add the heavy, and it should start being manufactured inside of this building now. There we go. So it's kind of outside the door because it's a bigger tank than anticipated, but it is now able to be built straight from the light factory. So no more heavy factories for the rest of these vehicles. The heavy factory is just for the hover tank, for the rocket truck, pulse tank. I'm pretty sure I'm missing one there. I don't think I am actually. But yeah, the light factory's got a lot more uses apart from quads now. So yeah, cool. Cool indeed. Right. That is all the changes pretty much. I will quickly just show you the alien units. The Dragonfly change as well, I suppose. Let's go. Let's go over here while we're out of the way. Right, it's off map actually. We'll go here. Right. So, Dragonfly change. Yep, so it shoots straight forward now instead of down. So that's good. It can now start. It can shoot straight ahead, so you're not constantly trying to like change the direction you're shooting where you're flying, because it used to be shooting downwards. But cool, that's a good change. And the last one is the Colossus Eye lagging when he's opening fire. There we go. So it's shooting. Well, the eye's charging up pretty much straight away. And there we go. Cool. So it's pretty much in tune for where it actually fires off its main armament. Right. So that is it for today, guys. That is all of the patch notes covered for today. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Have fun. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And without further ado, guys, I will see you in the next one. I'll see you on Sundays at 7 PM UK time. Keep an eye out for the next 2 videos as well, which is a complete list of human and alien air units up to date from an older video that we've recently done as well. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.